Hello everyone and welcome back to Dan Plays Save the Light. Here we are in an episode where we'll make some sort of progress. I hope, because the last episode was, an absolute waste of everyone's time. It was like an hour and a half, and we are literally where we were at the beginning of the episode before, the end of the episode before it, where we were coming through this area and it crashed. Somewhat through my own stupidity, somewhat through game design, somewhat through glitches and crashes. Last week's episode was an absolute, just an exercise in futility, if I'm being honest. We went through an area that I've already completed twice because of that, and then we got through this area only to at the end accidentally, because I thought the way out was this way. I ended up going out through there, which now I know what it looks like. I'm not going to make that mistake again, but yeah, it just meant we're basically back where we were at the end of the previous episode. I really legitimately debated in between these two episodes, cutting the last one, and then explaining that it was an exercise in futility, but again, you guys have been on this journey with me the whole time. For fuck's sake. You guys have been on this journey with me the whole time. I don't think you've missed so much as a frame of the action so far. I don't believe. There was a few. Was there a lost thing where it glitched or something? I can't remember. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you've been on this journey with the entire thing for me. So I didn't want to. Of course. Anyway, yeah, I acknowledge that, like, much of it was my own fault, so we just got to move on. That was, yeah, that whole episode. So, yeah, so I was tempted to just not include it, like, to skip it, but I just thought, you know what, it's part of the experience. It's the most appropriate review this game is going to get, I think. It really is. Watching through these really does highlight the strengths and weaknesses of this game, where it's glorious and where it's utterly, incalculably, frustratingly bad. So yeah. So there you go. Oh, sugar. I had no idea Connie was so... Oh, and I've just used the donut on... Uh-oh, is my star player going away? Very possibly, because she's already... Yeah. Wow. That's okay. We have... Let's try Garnet's super combo that I've never been able to use. Yeah, I always get the timing on that really wrong. This might be a buy some time moment. Yeah, so I just figured we'll leave it in, and so I nearly did this one and just said, hey guys, we're back where we were. There is a missing episode, but don't worry about it. We just went in circles. But you're getting the full experience. And I stand by what I said at the end of the last one, which is that I'm hoping to basically not go through this experience again. Oh, sugar. I should have used...
I need to keep training.
Here we go. If you're wondering what my strategy is here, it's to build up to 10 and then get Connie back and then give her a little bit of a health boost so she doesn't go again. And now, when we hit 10 in a second, well, I'll just use 5 and then we'll get to 5 again. It's the same thing. Come on. Gotta get out of this fight quickly. That'll do me. Cool. Well, it's annoying though, because I was actually thinking about it. You went from the episode where I really did get quite angry, like it's definitely the angriest I've legitimately been, was at the end of... So I've been through here, I didn't know what to do. Do you have to... Is this a pearl puzzle maybe? Possibly. We'll come back to that. She could throw her spear at it, I suppose. What's through here? Okay, new. Well, maybe not new. New would be a stretch in this bit of a maze. Gotta do all these fights again.
Oh man.
That was unlucky. Right. Let's straight away do that. Combine it with
Maybe this?
this move. Ugh. I don't have enough. Wait, what's that? Oh, Amethyst can't do the... Because she's poisoned. Should have given her the feel-good tea first. But that's okay, because now we have... Wait, no, let's do this right.
Item, I choose you.
Let's do this right. Let's stick with the original strategy. Let's not veer off. And let's give Garnet something to do. Well, that might have been a mistake, because I think Connie would have finished that off. Now it's going to have some chance to do some damage. Sure.
Dragon's the coolest.
We'll give Steven the pleasure, since it's most got a threat to him. Okay. Once again, let's keep that up.
Nice maneuver.
Come on, Garnet. Let's.
Ready?
Physics-wise, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we'll keep it. And then split out.
Cheeseburger backpack.
Let's keep
Do your thing.
on the attack here. Now, I think what I need to do is that. That should buy us the time we need. I don't need to worry about that guy so much. She's on fire. She's going to die pretty quickly. Let's see how far we get. Not as far as I'd have liked, but okay. And if I'm not mistaken, we should immediately have enough to do it again. And I got a freebie out of that one. Awesome. What was the freebie? Ugh, study. No one wants to study game, come on. Yeah, that's right, you keep futile gesture of a sort and of your own by healing yourself constantly. That ain't gonna save you from Connie's wrath. Both my freebies have been in moves I can't actually use. And I think it is healing itself faster than I'm taking it down at this point, so I need ideally, I need a freebie to be one of Connie's attacks. Oh, no, I think I am chipping it down lower than it's regaining. And the freebie was an attack, which means that's pretty much game over. Sweet. Yeah, I have a feeling I already know as well that, like, obviously this won't release for a little while. I'm recording this well ahead of its need to exist. But I have a feeling I'm going to get, like, people saying, like, that door was obviously the door you came through last week. You shouldn't have been so annoyed that it didn't give you the warning because it was clear. It does look different to some of the doors, but like I said, with this game, like, nothing design-wise surprises me because everything's been designed ass backwards. In my personal opinion, and like I said, the consistency of it has been that I would no situation there would completely surprise me, if that makes sense. Like it could have been that door, but it also wouldn't have surprised me if that was a secret area. I don't like that you can't see into these before you do them either. What's around here? You know what? Screw it. I am going to go back to the first one and undo that. I think that's the answer. That was my instinct the first time I came through. I don't know why, but I feel like there's another blue key inside that, which is, if that's the case, by the way, again, the game is wasting my time, but... Oh, no. The most appropriate badge. Yup. That's me right now. That is me right now. Okay. So. Let's see what goes on. We can come through here. Again, I think that is... Let's go down there just so I know I've been down here. This is obviously not a dead end as such, but an area I can't reach from here. And if memory serves, there is a fight right around this corner that we will have to redo. Yeah, so with the door, I still stand by that, like, yeah, if my memory had been better, I'd remember that's what it looked like. But I refute the idea that like, be certain just from looking at it that's what it looked like. Again, there's no the game has proven time and time again that it is not, in terms of areas in these. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's no necessarily hard and fast rule about what they look like and what they like, in which direction they will take you. And again, you know, the way the camera works in this game, it won't swing around to reveal if it's a whole different section or... Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, the camera doesn't switch around to reveal... Well, okay, I'm going to stop trying to explain myself here for a second because I need to concentrate. Let me... Take a look at that. Right. Oh, seriously, fuck this game sometimes. Here we go. Let me... Okay, we're good, I think. This is just like my rage just coming out now. That's how I'm seeing this. this absolute assault. Oh my god. That was... Wow. That was a real sign of where I'm at. Yeah, no, so I still stand by the fact that basically the game hasn't... like, the way the cameras whip round, like, you really don't... Like here, like, you wouldn't know what's through there until it spins. And they don't... you're not in control of the camera. It just sort of does what it does, which means that triangular door, yes, I suspected it might have been, but until you start to get closer to it and to force it to do that, there's really no way to be certain. Like, if you haven't, like... Because I've never needed to be that, like... This is the first one of these that's been a maze. And also, I still... To be honest with you, in any other game, the door being the wrong thing wouldn't matter. It wouldn't even be worth noting because it wouldn't... fucking straight away. Unbelievable. Because the door would normally not be that much of a concern. But because every time you just simply step through the door, every single enemy respawns, which again I take some exception to because I think that's a little harsh for simply stepping through a door because of how much time it takes to work your way back through the area. Because these are not... Like, in some RPGs, that's fine, because the fights are kind of skippable. But, like, once you've been through them in this level, you're still doing them, basically. You're not getting out of that. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Where are you, Feel Good Tea? There you are.
Maybe this?
And here we go. Connie Smash. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of that design choice anyway, because like I said, in other RPGs, like the battles are escapable, at least a couple of them are. Whereas in this, when you're walking around, there's just literally no, like, easy way to, like... I suppose if I was really determined, I could run past some of them, but it's like, then you don't have time to 100%, because what you want to do is explore, and to explore properly, in this game, you have to rub your butt up against every goddamn wall, as we've established, and the only way you're going to do that, you can't do that while you're running from the enemies, because they're just swarming the place, so you've basically got to clear it out if you want the 100%, and then it just all sort of culminates in just like, yeah, in the frustration you see before you. You can continue to be held off. And then that will allow me to do this. Connie Smash. Well, these last 3 episodes have been so negative. We'll call these the negative trilogy. The grumpy trilogy. Such a shame that it's turned out this way. And there's part of that's on me for sure. I have to acknowledge my own like fault and... Oh, that was a waste of a move. Like that. That was my own fault. That I wasted such an overpowered move on... No! Oh, it's okay. It's not going to matter. It's the wrath of Connie. There we go. I had a feeling that might happen. Well, good luck to you. And again, I suppose one thing that I do need to... Okay, so let's look at this the other way. Okay, first of all, stepping through the door. If I'd have been more observant, I maybe could have avoided that, for sure. There's a chance that if I'd have paid more attention to all the previous versions of these mazes, of these dungeons, these bonus dungeons, I maybe noticed that the doors were triangular. Although, if I was to go back, I would be willing to bet... I would be willing to bet a reasonable amount of money that they are... that they've been positioned in a way where you couldn't see what the doors looked like as you came in. Like, the doors were at the bottom of the screen, therefore you couldn't actually see that they were all that shape or size. But, fine. Let's assume that they have been that shape and size, and I've been missing them. So that, you could argue, is on me. Also, the redoing the areas would not be such a concern was I not recording this for these videos. Agreed. That is all accurate and true. But no, we won't add a but to it. We'll say that's true. See there, even there, I wasn't sure if I was going out or in. And I know you're gonna say that's part of the challenge, but it really shouldn't be. That's not where this game's challenge should lie, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? Right. Oh dear. I will say, to their credit as well, to keep doing the bit where I'm sort of combining it. I do like the use of the torches here, so you know which part you've already visited. That's kind of cool. So there's still a light, Steven. There's still another chest, and there's a mystery thing. The mystery thing might be the final key. No, it wouldn't be. Nope, don't want to warp, for sure. Definitely don't want to warp, Jesus. Let's bring in Pearl instead of... Let's give Connie a slight rest. We've used her a lot in the last video or two. Don't know how long that will last, but we'll have Pearl for a little bit. The reason I want Pearl is because these green things, I don't know what to do with them. And my suspicion... Oh, hello. Oh.
Let's collect our reward.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Just sort of an area I didn't see. Where am I going? So, through somewhere near here. I've forgotten where. I think through here? Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe you were supposed to throw Pearl's spear at that, but there's literally no way to, because then you come around here and it's angled, so you can only throw it that way or that way. You can't throw it up. Okay. So I'm wrong about that, for sure. Okay. There'll be a green button somewhere that moves that, though. That I can say with certainty. Well, now I've got that blue key. I know which area I'm going to unlock. That's the only one left, I think. Nope. Won't go through there. We've done that. Through here. Nope. This bit I know where it is. And the other thing I will say as well, actually, is that like with this one, with it being a bit of a maze, like that's kind of unfortunate because none of the other ones have been mazes, so it's also not been relevant in the past to memorize what the back end of the area looks like. I'm still moaning. Stop moaning, Dan. It's all good. These have not been the best 3 episodes of this at all, have they? I'm so sorry, guys. I'll be better, I promise. Oh, done that. We've done this before. Speaking of actually looking around, I think I might be one of the only ones on YouTube. It looks like I've looked on YouTube and I found walkthroughs to 100%. That have been sort of like pre-edited, like going through all the bits. I think I'm the only person that's done a complete. So I think I was right with that, but anyone can actually set that off. So that's gonna move those things that I had. Yeah, I thought so. Who could use the light, Steven? It's gonna be Amethyst or Pearl, I think. Oh, Pearl. If we're dishing out some extra XP, Pearl definitely could use it. But you know, we also could do with Pearl doing.
I'm always ready for the fight.
Carry that fast, slow regenerates lost health. Oh, so close. Oh well. Yeah, that'll do. Screw it.
Wonderful. Ready, Freddy.
What did I want to do with Steam? Was it that one? Yeah, that was it.
I feel so upgraded.
Gone it.
Future.
I never know where to upgrade Garnet from where I had her.
The power of love.
Amethyst, on the other hand, I had a specific thing I wanted her to get, right? Might have been that, or it might have been. How do I... That'll do.
Ain't no flag.
Cool, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I think I might be the only person who's done a blind 100% like playthrough, you know, top to bottom, looking at it, because I couldn't find anyone else on YouTube that done anything like that. Then again, I know it's not the most popular game in the world, so that might play a part in that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. I can't find where that... Dear Lord. I can't find my panel that I'm looking for. Well, that's great. I still missed the mystery thing. It's probably unlocking a door. I'm trying to figure out... I mean, that's great. Might as well use it, because why not? But has that unlocked something? Other than the panel itself? So I came through here earlier. This is where I shot Pearl's thingy to try and get through it. Just kind of dumb now I think about it. So, lowering that really hasn't done anything. Other than give me access to the... What's down here? Been down here. This is getting quite tedious, isn't it? There will be a turn I have yet to try. Well, this is where I got that random last blue key. This is towards where we started, I think. Yeah. This is surprisingly interesting sort of situation. Because I don't 100% know where I'm supposed to go. Because this way I've been a couple of times. This way takes me to the button. I can't really hit that again and reset it either. So it doesn't have any other function. Wait a second though. What's through? Have I been through here? Yes and no. Oh, this is I mean, a lot of me cycling myself, isn't it, really? Sorry, I just got a text. That is a bad time to be getting a text. Wasn't even an important one. Well, I mean, it's fair to say that I am a little bit lost now. I don't know where there's a new area now. I think as far as I'm aware, I've been everywhere that this little section has to offer. I mean, this would suggest that there's a boss somewhere to fight, maybe of some sort. Or I was supposed to unlock that. Not last, but somewhere middly. And then use it to help me get through the rest of these fights. I don't quite know. Okay. I like how they got a slight swing to them. The random hanging bulldozer ball things. There's nothing more in here, that's for sure. And there are two warp pads in here as well. They're not that far from each other. That's what they. Yeah, that's that. This is the rampy area that leads up to the top of that platform. I wonder if I can see anything from up here that I've not noticed previously. No. I honestly can't think of anywhere I've not been now. Every time I loop around this place, I'm just like, well, I've been here. Just wondering if there's a reason I can, like, if there's just a coincidental sword I can climb, or an actual sword I can climb for a pretty good reason. Coincidental by the look of it. Well, to add to my previous episode where I achieved very little, this one's a corker. Right, let's just double check. So there are 3 ways out of here. Where does that lead? This leads up to... that's the way out. Oh, I don't know. Yes, I am being quite quiet here, but that's just because I'm like, I don't know. I feel a bit defeated by it all now because I'm just, You guys enjoying this continuous shot of Stephen walking down corridors? Because it's my favourite. This may be the first time that I have to legitimately look something up. Oh no, one of them was I did have to look up when Amethyst stood in the wrong place on the in the Great North section. But this might be because. I mean, I just... Yeah, I might just have to do a bit of quick Googling. I didn't really want to resort to that, but after all the frustrations and all the... I can't think. There's nothing else left. I just... And it's just going to be more time with me just walking in circles, which is what we've got. So I'm thinking I bite the bullet here and I do a little bit of Googling, which is the first time I've done it for a legitimate in-game puzzle. Generally speaking, I've searched till I found everything. Which makes me feel like I shouldn't do that because the only time I've had to Google anything so far was legitimately not a glitch as such, but it was a sort of weird bit of inconsistent programming in the game where Amethyst had to be stood in a very specific spot that wasn't the spot that was pre-designated for her to stand to grab one of her schematics earlier in the game when we were in the Great North. That's the only other time I've done that. I feel like it's something to do with this because this came down last, but then again that could just be because I did things in a backwards order. Repositioning because I'm growing tired. This is just me going in circles now. This cannot be entertaining for anyone. And if any of you like know and are screaming because I'm just walking past it time and time again, I am sorry because that can't be fun either. Yeah, that's what I thought was down here. And also because everyone looks the same, I'm struggling also to like note the areas I've been for sure. If memory serves, this leads you back around to the very front part of the game. Yeah. As always, I'm willing to bet it's an area the camera isn't quite letting me see, which is why I keep looping through areas that I've been to before, because historically doing that has led to me ending up figuring it out. I know where that goes. I really want to solve this myself, but I am at a crossroads here in that, depending on my choices, so that's the area there. That leads to the area thingy, and that leads to the spot where I drew poles. Yeah, okay. There's just gotta be I bet you there's something really obvious I've missed. Because it took me a while to notice this was here, so... Cool. Amethyst just phasing through a wall there. As we all know, that is a skill she definitely has. It's canon now. Ugh. We have now been officially doing nothing for 15 minutes. I will not lie, that is somewhat concerning. On the plus side, I'll know this maze really well when we're done. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So the route back to the main door is that way. The route to that chest is here and ends around there. But we go quite a bit further. So what's in this space? To the side of that wall is the chest. Infuriating. That's the way to the other warp pad, isn't it? The one that's just, yeah, the one that's through there. If you keep following this round, we'll end up at the other warp pad. Yeah, that's the guitar puzzle, and this is where the other warp pad is, I believe. Yeah, okay, the... Well, I'll know this bit of the game better than the bloody programmers at the rate I'm going. I mean, I'm guessing this is the sword you can climb on plus the green button. That's the path that leads up to the top, which is just this bit here. That's where I've just been. I officially feel like I've searched everywhere now. Because around here is the first door. Yeah. This is where the door is, in and out. And up here, that way I think is the chest that I missed. Yeah. And through here is the pad that's on a big plinth. There it is. Okay. And through here is the other warp pad and the guitar. Guitar that way, other warp pad there. And then back out on the other sides. That's got to be the button. Yeah. And then up here is the path where it either goes up the slant, yeah, or past the thing that the slant goes up to. Jeez. This is crazy. Whatever else is hidden in here is hidden in here quite well. Or I'm really that blind. Okay, I think I might have to call it, guys. And there's 10 minutes left. This is another whole episode wasted on just this goddamn section. Oh, this is infuriating. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna do some Googling. What can I do? I just can't waste any more of your time. That's the main reason I'm giving in. You know, I don't even know what this area is called. I have to go to a warp pad. Remind myself. Oh, that's right. Labyrinth. Yeah, too right, Labyrinth. Okay. Someone else is having the same issue. Oh, that's cheap. Okay. That's really cheap. So I just saw somebody who said on one of the forums, I didn't have a picture of it, so I didn't actually know I was in the right area for sure, but... Wow. They said jump on the chain balls. They were right. Alright. Well, that is everything for this episode. Apologies about the last couple, really, because I think while we have successfully mopped up in... So, what have we done? So, 3 episodes. We had one where we redid a bunch of stuff, and then at the end it didn't even properly save. So then we did an episode where we redid all that stuff again ended up in this same area and then achieved nothing. And then we've had a whole episode wandering through this labyrinth. So I feel like, yeah, we've wasted a fair bit of your time. But that's it, guys. That's it. We're done with the dicking about. All forward motion from now on. So yeah, thanks for bearing with us. We got there. We did it, guys. I mean, let's be satisfied at this. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Look at that. Oh, that's glorious. Took far longer than it should have done, and a lot of time wasted pissing about. But we are there, and you are on the journey with me. We should all be satisfied, even though I've been very grumpy about it last couple. For that, I am sorry. It's just, like I've said a million times, that there's an added pressure knowing you guys are watching, because it just feels like I need to be achieving. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to leave this on the screen where it says Pyramid Peril, the Labyrinth, 100%, so you guys know, that it's 100%. But that's everything for this episode. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, and we will come back and speak to you next time I do one of these. Thanks again. Goodbye.